Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from AIRAPEX. This is their T7 Pro HEPA Air Purifier and Evaporative Humidifier. This has two different filters in it. One is a wet filter, and at the bottom they have a true HEPA filter as well. So you're getting kind of a dual setup here that's going to eliminate odors, pet dander, smoke, and things like that. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. So once you get everything out of the box, you're going to see that I have the main unit here in the back, but we do get three things that I do want to cover here. First is the T7 Pro user manual. This is written in English. It's well laid out. It's not microprint. You're not going to need magnifying glass to read it. It's going to show you the T-type washing purification filter at the top, and then the HEPA filter at the bottom, and then what they call the Thunderstorm Bionic design, which ionizes air as well. So you do have three different options here with this unit. You can see that the purification CADR is 239 meters cubed per hour, and then you have your pure humidification at 850 milliliters per hour. You do have a cigarette removal level of level 1 and a TVOC decomposition rate of 95.7%. You can see how everything comes together here with the water tank cover and filter, and also the HEPA filter at the bottom. All of your operation for the touch screen LCD is here, and all of your icons as well. If you do need to come back to this portion in the video to check the specifications, I'll leave them up here at this point in the video in case I miss anything. You can see the dimensions here, a 9 by 9 by 9 by 9 by 20.47 inches high, and so that gives you an idea of how big the unit is as well. Now we do have our two-prong AC to barrel plug here. You can see the output is going to be 24 volts at 2 amps or 2000 milliamps to power the unit itself. And then in this bag we get a water filter. This filtration cap or water filter is for the tap water that you'll pour into the top of the unit, and then you'll replace this every 6 months to a year depending on how often you're going to be using this. So you do have that goes in the tank at the top. So that's the unboxing real quickly, just to give you an idea of what comes in the box other than the main unit. Okay, so let's look at the back of the unit here. At the very bottom of this is where you're going to plug in your AC adapter for power. You do have a little section here that you can remove by putting this button down, and once you do, you're going to have access to your H13 HEPA filter here, and this is going to be able to be removed to be cleaned, and it should be replaced every 12 months. So you've got that here. It's a little bit of a tight fit because it should be. It's got activated carbon in it. Again, this is your T7 HEPA air filter, and again you can just reverse the steps to push this back in. Now what we have at top is our PM2.5 particle sensor and our humidity sensor, because again this does have a water tank in the top and will help keep relative humidity as well in your area or space. So just make sure that the orange tag is facing you when you do replace this, and then you're just going to want to reverse your steps. Make sure it's not upside down like I just did here. So we set the two bottom prongs in, push the button in, snap it into place, and you're good to go. So that's how you replace your HEPA filter. Okay, so at the top, we've got a little cap here. You can see there's a max fill line right there for this. This is where you will pour your water in. You can just use tap water. You do have the water tank cap. then the water tank itself, and inside this water tank is where you'll put this little filter here. It's kind of magnetically attached, and it just fits right in, and you can remove that to clean it or replace it over time. So this is a really simple and easy process. You can lift out this smart water tank, and the reason that it's smart is because there is an app that goes with this as well that'll show you the levels of your tank, and it also has a smart cleaning option as well. Now if we remove the tank, we've got our wet filter here, and this filter will help filtrate odors and even more. Once it goes through the HEPA filter at the bottom, it's going to come up and through the wet filter for a dual scrubbing type of cleaning of the air itself. This can also be cleaned, replaced, and then of course you'll have that spot at the bottom here. This is where that will magnetically attract right into there, and then you'll just pour your tap water into this and it will know the levels of water that are in it. You can set it back in and then put on your top cap and you're good to go. So assembly is super easy with this, no problems whatsoever. Okay, so once you're up and running, this is what your main screen is going to look like. You're going to have that water tank, and there are going to be some level lines there. I don't currently have water in it yet, but you do get your parts per million, or 2.5 parts per million here, and you do get a green, yellow, or red bar underneath the number telling you your air quality. Now it is a touch screen here. You're going to have your timer, your fan, you're going to have a sleep mode, and you're going to have a lock and your power button here. And also it's going to show you that 51% is humidity, so that is there as well. We can change this to auto. And what auto does, it will adjust the fan based on the P2.5. If you have a poor air quality, it will go up in speed. And if you have air quality that is good, it will go down in speed. So let's adjust some of these, let you hear what they sound like, so that you can hear what each level of fan sounds like. Okay, so there were our 6 modes. You noticed that when we changed modes, the PM2.5 detection resets and then kind of goes from there. So just be aware of that it may take a few seconds for it to catch back up as you change from fan speeds. We also have a timer here that you can set from 1 hour to 8 hours, depending on how long you'd like it to run, and then turn off. If you want to set it on a timer, you can definitely do that. We also have a sleep mode here, which will dim the screen and slow down the fan, and it will only output at 23 decibels for sleeping, and the screen will eventually turn off so you don't have any glaring lights in your bedroom. So this is really nice as well. Tapping it a few times brings the screen back up, takes you out of screen or sleep mode. We do have a child lock here as well. If you hold that down for 3 to 5 seconds, it will lock out the screen, so that way there can be no accidental touches. And then holding it down again for 3 to 5 seconds will take you out of lock. And of course you've got your power button there. I really just like leaving this on auto so the PM2.5 intelligent sensor can sense my air quality and adjust the fan speed for my particular room. Now, another really cool feature is the Smart Life app you can get for iOS or for Android here. You can just go in and add a device, either use the button in the middle here or a plus button on the top right. What you're going to want to do to set this up is hold the timer button for about 5 seconds, and it will go to a connect screen, a CON, for ready to connect. And then we can go to add device, make sure that your Bluetooth and location are enabled, hit continue, and it'll ask you for your permissions, and we will allow them, and it will automatically come up as this T7 in the Smart Life app. I can click on it, and what it's going to ask me to do now is enter my Wi-Fi name and password. So we'll do that really quickly, and what that's going to do is it's going to upload that information from the app to the device so that it can live on your Wi-Fi, and you can control everything through the app, which is a really nice setup here to have. Now it'll just take a few seconds to configure that information, and when it is done, you will see a yes on the screen. Now we're all set up here. It may take just a few more seconds to get everything in the app completed as far as syncing up. But once we have this and we're in the app, we can control everything from here. We'll click done here at the bottom. And then what we can do is we can go into this at any time, and you can see that it's going to give you your relative humidity. It's going to give you your PM2.5 reading here. It's going to give you your MOS. It's going to give you your water tank and the levels of your water tank, how much you have left in your HEPA filter as in a percentage, so you know when to replace that. Your on and off switch, whether you're on auto or sleep mode. You can do your humidity control here. You can do 40%, 50%, or 60% depending on what you like. Your fan speed, your fan countdown, again, is going to be that timer mode from 1 hour to 8 hours. You're going to have a drying out your filter here, a child lock button at the bottom. So pretty much everything that can be controlled here. So you've got it all set up. I can put it into sleep mode. If I had my water tank full at this point and I wanted to dry the filter out, I can dry it out, shut everything down, and it will do that automatically. And that is a nice feature as well. Since you have a wet filter at the top, it does have a drying mode, so it can dry the filter out, so you're not going to get any odors or anything built up in the wet filter. So that again is a nice intelligent feature that they have for this model, which I really like. Overall, just a very stable app here that gives you full control over the T7 Pro. Again, at a glance, being able to check your water level and, of course, everything else that you would want here. So there you go. That's my review of the AIRAPEX T7 Pro air purifier and evaporative humidifier combo. This is a really nice setup here with that True HEPA filter at the bottom, pulling in air from 360 degrees, and that wet filter at the top to give you that double protection or double cleaning that you can use here for your air purifier. This is great for allergies, pet, dust, smoke, pollen, anything that you can think of really. And in my testing, this worked out really well. It's got a lot of smart features to this, as well as your PM2.5 sensor, auto adjusting the fan levels, a nice and solid app that lets you have full control over the unit, and more. I was very impressed with this. I'm definitely going to give it a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.